2023 so far has brought huge gains for Bitcoin, with the cryptocurrency rising nearly 40% since the start of this year. Investors see inflation easing, which could lead central banks around the world to shift monetary policy, and that is seen as good news for crypto.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Crypto Daily, here with the latest and greatest of crypto news and stock news and everything else. So in this video, Senator Wendy Rogers of Arizona is introducing a bill in order to make Bitcoin a legal tender. And in this bill, she wants the citizens of, the residents of Arizona to be able to pay their debts, taxes, and other financial obligations in Bitcoin. And this would mean that all transactions that are currently due in US dollars could potentially be done with Bitcoin. And individuals and businesses would have the option to use Bitcoin as they see fit. Specifically mentioning Bitcoin alone, the legal tender bill defines Bitcoin as the decentralized peer-to-peer digital currency in which a record of transactions is maintained on the Bitcoin blockchain, and new units of currency are generated computational solution of mathematical problems, and that operates independently of a central bank. So this is pretty, I don't think anyone saw this coming, especially with Bitcoin has been going down for the last couple months. But in in the last 30 days, Bitcoin has gone up to 35-40%. So in order for her to introduce this bill, it means that, maybe people are becoming more favorable of Bitcoin becoming a legal contender, but we really don't know how far this is going to go. This is just a bill. It doesn't mean that it's going to get approved. So we just have to wait on and see on that. But we see that countries who have accepted Bitcoin and who have accepted payments in Bitcoin in the last year or so, they see that they have lost a lot of money. So I'm not sure how far this bill, the Senator Wendy Rogers, how far it's going to go, but it's really an interesting topic, and that someone in the U.S. would, before even regulation overall in the crypto sector, that they would introduce this bill for their state. So I don't know if there was the hidden agenda there, but we'll just have to wait and see.
The drug, now it's being considered as legal tender in El Salvador. CNBC.com's Mackenzie Sigalos joined us from the Bitcoin conference on Friday and is with us now on What's Next. Mackenzie, the pictures both on television and in Miami newspapers over the weekend, the vibe it looked out of control.
Oh, completely. So it was predicted that 50,000 people were descending on the city. What we know for sure is that there were 12,000 ticketed attendees, and the vibe was electric. You bumped in on that sound from Elon Musk, and while he wasn't physically in Miami, his presence was definitely felt. Right at the start of the conference, the price of Bitcoin dropped following a tweet by the Tesla CEO, which again appeared to take aim at the cryptocurrency. But conference attendees didn't really put much weight in his comments. And Bitcoin lingo, they call it FUD, an acronym that stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And it's a strategy to influence perception of the cryptocurrency market in general by spreading negative, misleading, or false information. I spoke with NFL player and Bitcoin fan Russell Okung, who launched a billboard campaign Friday with the tagline, "Stick to Space, Elon." He said that, Bitcoin has no marketing campaign to push back against false information, no PR department. And he said that these billboards were designed to correct false public narratives around Bitcoin's energy use and to encourage Musk to stick to what he does best.
That's interesting, Mackenzie. It wasn't, it was also other athletes were there, including Floyd Mayweather. I heard that he was booed on stage when he suggested that there might be another cryptocurrency that could become bigger than Bitcoin. So I wonder, how much were other cryptocurrencies, other technologies discussed at the conference, or was this really just an echo chamber for Bitcoin?
Yeah, the thing to know about this event is that it was very much Bitcoin specific. So a lot of the conference attendees were dominated by something called Bitcoin maxis or Bitcoin maximalists. And what that means is that they think that Bitcoin and not necessarily other cryptos is the future of finance. And so, yes, people were talking about NFTs. They were talking about Ether, which is the second biggest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. But really, I was surrounded by people talking about how Bitcoin is the future and Bitcoin is going to completely revolutionize the monetary system. A common refrain from some of the biggest names on stage was that Bitcoin, quote, fixes everything.
And we all know what happened to El Salvador after they made Bitcoin a legal tender in the country. Of course, Bitcoin is so volatile that, as you saw, that it was at $36,000, and now it is just hovering around the $23,000 range. So yes, El Salvador did take a big hit, but unfortunately, they're not the only ones. I think there's two other countries that have made Bitcoin their legal tender. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see, as far as Arizona is concerned, to see if they're going to vote in favor of making Bitcoin a legal tender in that state. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.